Hope you guys are doing well. Micah back with another video. Back here to talk about any regrets with the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 since parting ways with my Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold. And this idea for this video really came up based off of a lot of you guys' comments pertaining to devices that you currently have or devices that you walked away from or returned as a result of being more satisfied with your current device. Take, for instance, some comments that were mentioning the fact that they return the Galaxy S25 Ultra, or that they return the Galaxy S25 in general, or the fact that they are just bypassing the S25 series as a whole in anticipation for the new Galaxy Z Fold series dropping later this year, such as the Z Fold 7, and potentially whether or not we get a look at the Trifold. So that's what we're going to get into in this video. Again, this is like a teamwork effort by you guys and also helping me out with ideas for content, because although I was going to come with this idea anyway, you kind of helped me tweak the angle I was going to approach when it came to this video. And so again, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. It's all free. That way you never miss my videos. So you and I can continue to sit back, check, see what's cracking. And for those who are returning viewers, please hit that subscribe button, because that will definitely help you out by being able to receive my videos a lot faster. And for those returning to the channel, again, I continue to thank you guys for your support and your feedback in the comment section about the videos, about the work that goes into this. So again, thank you guys for all that. That's a way for us to keep content fresh and alive, tech fresh and alive on this channel. So now let's get into the video. So those who have been around for a little bit, the last couple months, you guys know that I did have the Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold for about a month or so. And it really came down to which device that I want to have. And the funny thing was, I actually put them both up for sale. And initially I was like, whichever one sells first, I'll just keep the other one, because I was that satisfied with the folding experience of both the Z Fold 6 and the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. But because they hadn't sold yet, and it had been about a week or two that I had them up, just trying to see what was going to happen. I had them priced basically about the same price as well. So there was no real discrepancy in price, and I had listed them at a very competitive price. And as the week and a half, 2 weeks went on, then I started realizing when I actually swapped back to using my Z Fold 6, I was like, I actually really miss this device, and it just feels so much more at home with the rest of my products that I currently have. And that doesn't dismiss the fact that Google has great products that also align with their ecosystem, with the Pixel Buds, the Pixel Watch, and of course the Pixel phone itself. I just don't have either one of those, so that threw a slight wrench in that. And who knows, maybe I would have went full on into the Pixel ecosystem had I had those two. But there's something about Samsung's Galaxy Watch Ultra that I can't help but use, and I thought I had Google Assistant disabled on here, so that's something I'm gonna have to check out here soon. And Samsung's Galaxy Buds 3 Pro, which have been very, very good in my opinion, and have really shown me their ability to be durable and self-sustaining, for that matter, regardless of whether or not it's software updates or the fact that the audio quality can be relied on. So because I had so much experience using both of those products in tandem with my Galaxy Z Fold 6, it was so much easier for me to really just accept the fact that I like living in Samsung's ecosystem. And so that's why I ended up delisting my Z Fold 6 and allowed my Pixel 9 Pro Fold to stay up. And soon after I did that, the Pixel 9 Pro Fold just sold just like that. And that was really the biggest indicator for me that I made the right choice. So now that time has passed, do I regret actually having that device or letting that device go? Now, I would say from this perspective, I regret not having both folds. I actually enjoyed using both of them. I had different use cases for them. Like in all actuality, the Pixel 9 Pro Fold shape was much more useful in my opinion. And so I liked operating that one on a regular, and I liked using this one in the background. But I also liked carrying the Z Fold 6 more than the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. And so from the perspective of having both, that's the one regret I have, as having both of them, so that way I could have also continued coverage on the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. But overall, do I regret the decision to let go and replace the Pixel 9 Pro Fold back with my Z Fold 6? And the answer is no, I do not regret it at all. I thoroughly appreciate still rocking with the Z Fold 6 over the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. And as you've seen through many different iterations of setups, both on my main screen here and on my cover display, you guys know that I have found many different creative ways to create setups. And right now I kind of have more of a productive based setup for my phone that's more of a minimalist setup. And maybe I'll drop another video kind of showing the new setup going into and continuing into 2025. But Samsung allows that ability to customize a phone to its core. And that's one of the main reasons why I kept the Z Fold 6 over the Pixel 9 Pro Fold is because of customization. I can customize this to my liking. I like Samsung's calendar. It's very useful. And the widgets, along with the ability to customize the app icons, being able to customize my always on display through Samsung's own native apps, and Samsung's Good Lock goes a long way with also customizing the phone. And Good Guardians, which I will bring a video on that probably next week because the dropping of this video is Friday, so that video might be Monday's video. These apps work so well to bring that personalization to the device. And so I really felt like the Z Fold 6 was more of my device than the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. Don't get me wrong, Google software is solid and I like Google software, but it didn't feel as personal to me of an experience as the Galaxy Z Fold 6. And that is despite Google Gemini being a diamond in the rough, a gem on the rise, if so to speak. But a lot of those features, really, most of those features, 99% of those Gemini features is here with the Galaxy Z Fold 6 also. And so I'm not really missing out on anything when it comes to Gemini because I have that at the helm with the Z Fold 6, due in part to Samsung and Google's growing and budding partnership. So I'm not missing anything from that perspective. And that's something that I actually really, really enjoy and make use of when I can. It's really just to operate my house because I really don't use AI like that. To me, right now, AI just feels like it's a crutch in a way that I think might take away from the ability to kind of create or be hands-on with a lot of processes. And so for me, that's why I don't use AI that much. Now, creating pictures or whatnot, wallpapers, the way Samsung has it baked into their software, and I think it's actually a feature that the Pixel has too now with specifically with Android 15. I think it came with Android 15 for the Pixel devices, but Google already having or Samsung already having that generative AI ability to create wallpapers from scratch in that way, I find to be very useful. And so for me, having that also here before the Google products even was really striking to me. It was really a telling difference between Google and Samsung's mindset when it comes to our smartphone and our mobile devices in general. Samsung is really pushing forward, and Google seems like they're more or less kind of keeping up with Samsung as opposed to the other way around. And so that's why it was very easy for me to stick with that decision and feel at peace and be happy with moving on from the Pixel 9 Pro Fold and maintaining my Z Fold 6. And this gets me hyped and excited for the Z Fold 7 because of the Z Fold Special Edition and what this will grow and evolve into, so to speak. And so being able to be very, very familiar with this fold will help me that much better gain that same familiarity with the Z Fold 7 that's dropping in the summer. And so from that perspective, which really encompasses software and the user experience, no regrets. Hardware wise, it's tough because I do like Samsung's hardware. I love their hardware, and I don't think they necessarily got anything wrong with the Z Fold 6. I just think they held back with the Z Fold 6 to sell the special edition Z Fold and to try to bring more hype and awareness to the Z Fold 7, which I think was a bad move. I think those changes with the Z Fold Special Edition should have came to the Z Fold 6, and that should have pushed them to do way more R&D to bring us a different look into the Z Fold 7. But again, we don't have the Z Fold 7 yet, so we will find out soon enough what that actually looks like. But from a hardware perspective, I definitely prefer the Pixel 9 Pro Fold over the Z Fold 6, but it's not by much. Because again, Samsung's hardware is just beautiful, and the durability of Samsung products is unmatched in my personal opinion. Because I've dropped many of them, I've beat them up a little bit, and they've always maintained their look, their appeal, the aesthetic. It's still been clean. I've dropped this several times, or in other words, it slid out of my pocket several times, I should say, and you see how pristine this still looks. And really having white also helps with that. But you see the hinge is beautiful, the screen unscratched, the main display unscratched. For a moment I was having a scare because if I pressed in the middle, oh, you might be able to hear it there, I think there's a bubble in the middle, and I think that's just from general wear and tear. But it's not affecting the usability of the actual fold, and it's not affecting the visual abilities of the fold. So thank you from that perspective, that even though there might be some form of an air bubble in there or whatever, it's not affecting the use or the quality of this product. And so that's what continues to keep me suckered in, if you will, to Samsung's products, because you cannot go wrong with a Galaxy device. And so for that reason, I maintain the joy in using the Galaxy Fold 6, being able to wave peacefully behind the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. And for me, you guys haven't seen the S25 yet on this channel. My idea is to try to get the S25, the base S25. I mean, 128 gigs of storage isn't actually bad because it would be a backup device, but I would definitely run it through its paces for a review. But my aim is to get the S25 Edge and of course the Z Fold 7. So let's continue to work to that goal with this channel. You guys helping me out with the support on your end, and I continue to push out hard worked content for you guys. And we might be able to make both of those things come true. But it's interesting to see in the comment section below how a lot of you guys, or a few of you guys, just completely ignored the S25 or got the S25 Plus or Ultra, checked it out for a little bit, wasn't all that appealing, wasn't much change there, and you preferred rocking your older device. It's very interesting to see that on a few of my videos in the comment section, how you guys have been appreciating your device that you currently have. And really, that, again, that speaks to Samsung's ability, or your current phone's ability, to be very modern and up to date, where you don't have to have the latest device. And that's ultimately a good thing, because it means you don't always have to shell out money. If you're a tech enthusiast and you like that kind of stuff, you can afford it, then of course you want to explore the latest and greatest, but you don't have to in this day and age. And that really started around 2018, 2019, in my opinion, where phones, watches, buds, the whole 9 yards, they became so good that everything's kind of just plateaued, and there's not much innovation or growth, because we need a much harder technological leap to actually achieve those kind of new standards for us to really be gravitated to. Right now we're picking hairs, we're nitpicking in general over the finest little details when it comes to technology to justify or not justify making a purchase. And maybe within the next couple of years, we will see a giant leap in that way, where we're like, okay, now it's time to upgrade. And that's why it's going to be very interesting to see what Samsung does with their trifold, apart from what Huawei did, because that's going to be very telling for that form factor for mobile devices, and whether or not Samsung can really get the rollable phone up and running that actually makes sense to actually use on a day-to-day basis. But those are my thoughts when it comes to my Z Fold 6. What are your thoughts down in the comment section below about your device, about the S25, about moving on from a device, your upgrade schedule, or tendencies? The comment section is open for discussion. But again, as always, if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, the notification bell. It's all free. That way you never miss a video, so you and I can continue to sit back, check, see what's cracking. Don't forget to hit that super thanks button down about a like and dislike button, Cash App and PayPal. Check the channel out for all the videos available to you. That's where to keep tech fresh and alive on this channel. It's your man Micah signing out until the next video. Wait for